We're joined by Andrew Johnston, who's the president of First Aid Ottawa. Great to have you back on the show.
Thank you.
You brought with you back the Epipens, which is critical right now. I think, too, kind of getting back into it. Kids are back in school, back in full-time daycares, a lot of different changes, and just to have that awareness again of things and surroundings and that could affect them and how to deal with it.
Exactly. A lot of parents, when they have their kids, when they're young, they can control the environment. Once they get into a school environment, anything can happen. We often get our kids come home saying, don't bring like peanut butter. It's just a blanket ban in most schools. But there's other things that are banned, and it's important that we realize that for some children, these different foods are their death. It could mean a death for the child because of a severe allergic reaction.
Well, it's scary to think about that, you know, in the simple foods that could be packed. And I know a lot of parents are putting that effort into making sure that they're doing everything right and sending their kids off to school. But hopefully that child has been well educated. They know what they're allergic to. But there are certain things that we can be aware of when we might be seeing an allergic reaction, or how we can react as bystanders to be able to help them.
Exactly. And for a lot of people, it's we think of allergic as an allergy as being simply a runny nose or itchy eyes. In this case, when we have an anaphylactic allergy, what happens is the airway is swelling up. So these people are immediately going to have problems breathing. We may get bluing around the lips, all right, maybe inside the lips as well, sometimes around the earlobes. We may get, you may see welts coming up around the body as well. And for the most part, they're not going to be able to talk very well. They're going to have, just because again, the tongue will start swelling as well, they won't be able to talk. And they will be struggling. You will see a look on their face, usually a look of absolute panic, especially on children.
I can't understand what the fear is like. The first thing that we need to do, even if we know that an EpiPen is standing by and we can use it, 911 is still the key. 911,
because even if the person uses the EpiPen, this is only good for about 15 to 20 minutes, and that reaction is going to come back again. First thing we want to do is get somebody to call 911 right away, tell them exactly what's going on. You'll be put top of the priority list for an ambulance, and we want to get them running.
Okay. For a lot of us, though, we've seen them. We know that they may be in a plastic bag hanging by the door of the classroom, but how can we, as bystanders, help and do it properly and assist in what needs to be done?
So, again, they could be hanging wherever they're hanging. Be aware that some kids actually have a little fanny pack, all right, that they'll always have it with them, all right? So what you can do is you can assist them. You can pull it out. These are the new EpiPens, what they look like. What the person wants to do to use it, all right, you pull it out. You want to pull the end cap off.
Okay.
All right.
The blue end comes down.
The blue end comes off. Now, we want to emphasize that we can assist the person. We can't give them their medication, but we can assist them on it. And the way it works is the person is just going to take the EpiPen. They're going to put it up to the side of their leg against it, and they're just going to push in. There's going to be a clicking sound. And then they're going to hold this EpiPen against their leg for 10 seconds. That allows all the medication to get in. And then once they release it, the nice thing here is a little guard comes out and covers up the needle.
Okay.
We still want to hold on to this because this is still going to have to go to the hospital with the paramedics.
I don't think I would have known to hold it for 10 seconds. That, you know, you kind of do a quick injection and you're in that panic and then things are moving. You need to be able to hold it down for the 10 seconds.
You need to hold it down for that 10 seconds just to make sure all the medication gets into the person.
Okay. Can I see this?
You can.
So, blue cap.
The blue cap off.
Right.
Grab it with around your hand. There's nothing in it. It's a trainer as well.
Okay.
So put it up. You're not stabbing. Put it up against your leg and just push in.
And then you hold it.
And then you hold it like that one.
Make sure it's coming in. Make sure, however, the big thing is that 911 has been called because, as you mentioned, this will help save a life, but you still have that time required, and the allergy could still, it's still in the system that you want to be able to get them to
This works for about 10 to 15 minutes, or sorry, 15 to 20 minutes, and then those symptoms are going to start coming back again. Usually what we recommend, if you're going to be outside the urban area, you probably want to have 2 EpiPens. Just in case it takes a little bit longer for the ambulance to get there.
I guess in that situation, do you wait until the symptoms are starting to come back? Do you try to hold off as long as possible so that you can get...
Try to hold off as long as you can. But obviously, once the breathing's affected, they would have to take the second shot.
Now we're getting educated on this because it's good to know. But the children, the teachers, everyone who's around these children, they're well up to date and they know what they need to be doing.
Yes, the Ontario law, where they passed Sabrina's law, which mandates the education within the schools for the use of EpiPens. Children are right from as soon as they realize they have that one, they're shown how to use it. It's amazing. It's kind of scary when you see these really young kids carrying around the EpiPen. They know how to. They know how to use it. Some of them have already done it.
It's life and death, right?
It's
for
life and
a
death.
lot of them.
At
least you know now. We kind of gave you a blue cap on in thigh, 10 seconds hold. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Quick and you can understand it. We do